When I was a little filly, we had Nintendo 64. That was cool.
When I was a little filly, ponies were for little girls.
When I was a little filly, we did things called arm wrestling. It's never been heard of before at the time. You see, we didn't have arms, we actually had hooves. But now we have these manly fingers, great for crushing large boulders. But now we have these dainty little hoof things. How are we going to arm wrestle with that, huh? Come on! Jeez. And that's what happened when I was a filly.
When I was a little filly, kids used to play outside. Now they just sit around on their iPods and iPads and iKitchens and everything else. That's a problem.
When I was a little filly, ponies used to be for little girls. Now they're a men's thing, and I love it.
When I was a little filly, I decapitated people with my Twilight sword, only for $95.
All right, when I was a little filly, ponies were hand-drawn with love and tolerance, and they had plots, and they had colors, and they had storyline, not like these newfangled ponies drawn on computers, all flat and colors. Who cares about these new ponies?
When I was a little filly, ears were optional.
All right, when I was a little filly, we didn't have My Little Pony. We had Army Men. My sisters had Barbie dolls, but if there had been My Little Pony, I'm afraid to say we probably would have pulled their heads off or shaved their manes. How things have changed.
When I was a little filly, we didn't have any bass to drop, but now I just go, yeah!
When I was a little filly, Baltimore was a lot smaller back then.
Back when I was a little filly, I used to watch Beast Wars.
When I was a little filly, we fought the Daleks in black and white.
When I was a little filly, Nintendo 64s were awesome.
Photo finish. When I was a young filly, my mother took me to young filly contests where I made the magics on the catwalk.
When I was a little filly, ponies were lame.
I'm a little billy bunny, I'm lame.
When I was a little filly, Reagan was in office.
When I was a little filly, we were still scared of the Russians.
When I was a little filly, MTV still had music videos.
When I was a little filly, PlayStation was the best system I ever had.
When I was a little filly, the best Christmas present I ever got were horseback riding lessons. And my mom took us out to Torchy's Tack Shop in upstate New York, and my sister and I got to ride horses for about 5 or 6 different lessons, and it was the most fun I ever had. I love horses.
When I was a little filly, TV only had 3 stations.
When I was a little filly, you actually had to communicate by sending letters in a satchel. No Facebook.
I am a little filly.
When I was a little filly, life wasn't so fun.
When I was a little filly, I had a nail gun, I had grenades I could jump, and then I did a frickin' sonic rain boom. It was awesome.
When I was a little filly, Cloud's sword didn't have ponies on it.
When I was a little filly, I used to be faster than Rainbow Dash.
When I was a little filly, there was only 150 Pokemon.
When I was a little filly, Nickelodeon was cool.
When I was a little colt, Blockbuster actually existed.
When I was a little filly, my sister locked me in the moon. It was not fun.
When I was a little filly, I could see straight.
When I was a little filly, I used to do anything for an apple fritter. In fact, Granny Smith used to think it was funny to play fetch.
When I was a filly, I watched Power Rangers and played with My Little Pony.
When I was a little filly, I watched Crunch the Rock Dog over and over and over.
When I was a little filly, big swords weren't really that popular, but when I sold my cello, I definitely got one.
So I was told when I was a little filly, I used to like chimichangas and tacos. Tacos. Oh wait, I'm supposed to talk about when I was a little filly, right? Yeah, chimichangas, yeah. We should get some chimichangas right now. Let's get some chimichangas, yeah.
When I was a little filly, we actually listened to the radio for fun. It's good to have it back.
When I was a little filly, during the winter, you wouldn't travel north. You would travel west. No, south. No. Dang it, I don't even remember anymore.
When I was a little filly, I ran my donut shop with my fa, and it was good. Yeah, but some things happened, and now I'm running it. Got to keep with the family business, you know. It's just kind of one of them things.
When I was a little filly, I was scared of my mom's G3 My Little Pony dolls from the 80s.
When I was a little filly, everyone was kind, genuine, and everyone was happy. And then the Fire Nation attacked.
When I was a little filly, no pony dared to leave the house without a proper 3-piece suit, a monocle, and a hat.
When I was a little filly, I hated dresses, and today I made my own.
When I was a little filly, I was scared to fly. And I'm still scared.
When I was a little filly, the guillotines were still used.
When I was a little filly, I was shy, and I still am.
When I was a little filly, we used turntables, not programs.
When I was a little filly, muffins only cost 50 cents. Now they cost $2.
When I was a little filly, I didn't have to go on the moon.
When I was a little filly, I was so awesome. I won all the races, and I made sonic rainbows wherever I went.
When I was a little filly, the Redskins sucked.
When I was a little filly, my sister banished me to the moon.
When I was a little filly, I was an only child.
When I was a little filly, I used to babysit Twilight Sparkle. We had so much fun together.
I'm Shining Armor, and when I was a little filly, I remember that Chrono Cross was a sequel to Chrono Trigger.
Hi, I'm Applejack, and when I was a little filly, apple juice didn't have arsenic in it.
When I was a little filly, I was a capitalist.
When I was a little filly, the albino Namekians were still alive.
When I was a little filly, there were 7-Elevens on every street, not just in Maryland.
When I was a little filly, we used to live in the Hollow Shades. Every night we'd sit up on the roof and watch the fireflies. Beautiful, beautiful sight.
When I was a little filly, we didn't have conventions like this. In fact, none of us knew what ponies were.
Star Swirl the Bearded. When I was a little filly, unicorns did not turn into alicorns. It simply wasn't good form.